You ever want to get inside someone's head and know what they're thinking? I mean, I always think that would be an amazing thing, that if I was talking to somebody, that I could actually hear their thoughts.
Maybe you don't want to know. Do you want to know what I'm thinking right now?
No. That's a good point. That's a great point. No, I think it would be really cool. Like when you're in a business meeting, if the presenter is talking, that you could almost hear their thoughts.
Right. That's true.
Or he could hear his own thoughts as he came to the audience.
Right. Or she.
Or she.
Guess what I'm thinking now? It's going to be a whole game.
What we want to do is an exercise today that'll be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just that we do sometimes in improv to get inside the head of somebody. In other words, this game is called Subconscious.
Right.
And we're about to play this in a couple minutes, yeah?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Hi. Can your CEO come out and play?
Welcome to Leaders at Play, a podcast with your hosts, Paul and Kelly Marks. Over the past decade, we have spoken to more than 45,000 business folks at organizations such as Amazon, Wells Fargo, Compass Group, and Duke University. At first, 4 companies took a chance on our unconventional workshop, but by 2018, we were giving more than 90 speeches across the country. So, we thank you for tuning in.
So the other week, I went to my 40th high school reunion.
Yes, you did.
Yes, and you went with me.
Yes, I did.
Well, here's the thing about that day that people don't know, is that, and I didn't know.
No, you did not know.
But that Friday, you decided, I don't know, in your own head.
I was actually thinking of my blog, and I thought, what a great experiment to do a whole day of yes. Just anything that is asked of me, say yes. Kind of, the whole improv yes and thing. And so I said that. Little did I know.
Well, yeah, so what happened was I was supposed to go to the reunion with my buddy Hutch.
Right.
But he didn't want to go.
And he's dead to me now.
I know. So I said, you have to go.
No,
in his
you
place.
Asked me to go. You didn't say I had to go.
Well, yeah, I said, well, will you go?
But I had made that stupid experiment.
And
so I said, yes.
You said yes. Yes. So you said yes. And here's the thing, though. I couldn't threaten you.
Oh, no.
Because normally if you have an attitude.
What?
Which is daily. But normally if you have an attitude and something like that, I'm like, you know what? I'll just go by myself.
Sold. Yeah. There was no chicken with me on that day.
No. So I had to be very, very careful.
You were surprisingly complimentary that day.
Yes, I was. But so we go to the reunion,
yes.
And I'm the class of 1983.
Mm-hmm.
And what was happening is they had bleachers up above because we went to the football game,
mm-hmm.
And they labeled it 1983 class, and there were like 3 or 4 bleachers, and we all sat on the bleachers.
Right.
And then the announcer came over the intercom, and he said to the whole crowd, he goes, let's welcome the class of 1983. And, the football players on the field, the cheerleaders, the band, everybody's there.
Right.
But I know that those people down there had to be thinking like, oh my God, that's a walking graveyard up there. It's a graveyard. I mean, it had to be so old for them, right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
The class of 1983. That would be like when I was in the class of 83, hearing Up on the Hill was the class of 1943.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
that would have been
that's super
brutal.
old, right?
Yes.
I also thought it was kind of cool at my 40th reunion for you to see the number of people that I knew.
Okay.
To let you know how popular I was in school.
Or how unpopular. Yes, it was an eye-opening experience.
You met both of them.
Yeah, we were 5 minutes and we were like, we're good.
Yeah. And here's the thing that bothered me about the reunion. And this really did bother me. I didn't say anything to you about it at the time. What? But you were doing the whole yes thing. By the way, that yes thing does not pay off, okay? Just for anybody who's listening, like, oh my God, a yes day. But you know what? You think like that's great for me, but the next day you double down on the no's.
Well, I had a surplus from the day before.
Oh my God. So many no's. And it's still going on. We're like 10 days later.
That's right.
And you still are doing no's.
Nope.
Well, whichever way you want to say no. Like, there's nope.
Nada.
Not gonna happen. I mean, there's just too many no's.
Yep.
But anyway, we are about a quarter and a half into the game. Okay. And I think I'm having a good time. And I think you're enjoying yourself seeing all the people I'm talking to, whatever, right?
Just going to be quiet.
And so a quarter and a half in, I did look at you and I said, if you want to, we can go home.
Yes. Immediately, yes. Unequivocally, yes.
I mean, you started to run down the hill.
I did shove a couple people out of the way.
And because from 1983, they all fell. So the game we're going to play today is a game called Subconscious.
Right.
In this particular exercise, business-wise, what's going to happen is you are going to be the CEO of a company, and you are giving a presentation or a speech to the entire group to motivate the group.
Sure. That's what I'm good at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be your subconscious.
Okay.
And so periodically, I will say what you're really thinking.
Right.
Okay. And so your job is to motivate them. What company? You're the CEO of what?
Let's say UPS.
All right. You're the CEO of UPS. I'm your subconscious, and it is 8 a.m, and you're going to begin. Here we go.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to United Parcel Service, the best company in the world.
Boy, I have a lot of energy for 8 a.m.
Just before we get started, there is a coffee bar over here to the left if any of you are needing a little extra caffeine.
I feel like a flight attendant.
Please.
Over here to your left, if you go to the right, I'm going to need verbal yeses for exit rows, please. That's the stupidest beginning ever. You know what? Maybe I should have a joke to start off. Maybe not.
So
I won't tell a joke. No. I was thinking of a joke. Knock, knock.
So I'm so glad you're all here today.
No joke.
So glad you're all here today.
Yep.
I am just giddy. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. I am just giddy with excitement.
I can't believe as a CEO that I said the word giddy like 4 times. Giddy. That's just not a word you would say as a CEO.
I am thrilled to be here today.
Better than giddy.
I am so excited.
But I'm for sure know that they heard the word giddy. So I don't know why I just changed it to thrilled 3 times after I've said giddy.
I am so excited to be able to share some really great news
I
with
hate
you
it when my
guys.
subconscious interrupts me. It's my own subconscious, and it's interrupting me enough to where I'm getting angry with my subconscious. Shut up, subconscious. Shut up, subconscious.
I apologize for any delay here. I have
It's
so much great news to tell you that
I've got nothing, but I'll go ahead and act like I have great news.
We have been ranked number 1 in the world for customer service. So let's give ourselves a big hand for that, right?
I hope they don't check Google.
Customers across
I forgot my thought. I forgot what I was going to say. Whew. Wow, that was a pregnant pause in an unnecessary spot.
Customers around the world have been writing in to tell us how great we are. You don't hear that very often from other companies.
I wish they would use email. I hate the way they're still writing in, sending letters like pen pals. That's the stupidest thing ever. All of you have a pen pal. I'm going to say that. Say it. I'm going to say it.
It's like almost all of you have a pen pal. You know? It's so amazing because our customers are connecting so well with our staff. It's truly something to behold. I have 7 things that I'm here to tell you about.
But I only know like 2 of them.
Number 1, the first thing that people are so excited about, our customers are so excited about, is the fact that we are delivering on time. Number 1.
I feel like that's probably for every service in the world. FedEx does that. Amazon does that.
You know, we have been so lucky, and we have made such a push because FedEx and Amazon, all these other companies, DLDH, whatever that is,
I should know DHL. I really should know DHL. God.
DHL, that's it. It just, slipped my mind with all that caffeine I had this morning.
Yeah.
They are not having the same on-time records that we are.
I am so bored with my conversation.
Second thing, our packages are arriving.
I said on time, so I should say something different here.
Terrific shape. They are
God.
landing. I mean,
oh God. No. Bad words, stupid words. Stupid words being said. Here we go. CEO. Remember, you're a CEO. You're not just an employee. You are the CEO. Act like it. Why am I giggling? Ugh. I shouldn't giggle. Stop. You are the CEO. Act like it. Act like it. Act like it. God.
our packages.
Oh, God, I'm going to say the same thing. And now I'm going to giggle again. You know what? I'm just going to say the meeting's over. Yep. You got one thing.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Leadership doesn't just happen in a workplace. It can happen at home as well. And we have found that self-deprecating humor is one of the best ways for people to connect. So with that in mind, why don't we share a self-deprecating story again for this week? Okay. Yeah. So that pre-recorded stuff said that we do self-deprecating stories.
Yes.
Yeah, but we decided that we're just going to do deprecating stories on other people.
Let's just call them funny stories.
Yeah, we'll just do it on them. We feel like that helps them.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, they're welcome.
Yeah.
So the other week we were in Boston, Massachusetts, and we were going to see Louisa May Alcott's house, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, it's one of my favorite places up there in Concord.
Absolutely. But we had some time.
Right.
And so we went to an information desk.
Right in the heart of Concord. They had all the tours and all the information there.
And there was a guy.
Yeah, there's a guy, Jim. I went in to buy, I needed 4 postcards, and they happened to have them there. So I picked out my 4, and I took him to his window, and Jim was an older man. He was way older. You have to realize that.
He was got to be in his early 80s, probably.
At least, yes.
Right.
And I handed him my postcards, and he counted all 4 and said, that'll be $4. So I handed Jim a 5. He turns to the money box, and he puts my 5 in, and he's counting out money, and he's taking an inordinate amount of time, I thought, to count out my change. He turns around, and he hands me 4 $1 bills.
He hands you back $4.
Yes, that was the cost. He should have only handed me $1 back.
He gave you back 4. So I said to Jim right then, I was like, I'd like to do some transactions.
And you jumped on that.
And I said, Jim, we're going to do them one at a time. And then you hit me.
Yes. Well, bless his little heart. He was struggling.
I mean, what if there had been tax?
Oh.
It was a simple transaction.
We'd still be there.
But Jim was a nice guy.
He was super
sweet. He reminded me a lot of Tim Conway when he played the oldest man.
Yes, Mr. Tudbolt. Mrs. Wiggins.
I don't think it's Mr. Tudbolt. My subconscious. I don't even know my last name.
Yeah. It was
Mr. Tudball.
Tudball. Mrs. Wiggins and Mr. Tudball.
But you call him Tudbolt.
Well, I didn't say it fast enough.
I'm just saying. Okay, so you also have a quote for this week, right?
I do. I thought since we were talking about, kind of getting in people's heads and the way different people's minds work.
Sure.
So this one is by Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Okay. That's better than some of the others we have, right? Because sometimes, you had...
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
So this one is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. It says, to different minds, the same world is a hell and a heaven. I think that's pretty important that the same mind can look at two different minds can look at the same event. And for one, it's wonderful. And for the other, not so much.
Right. But that would be more applicable to the last podcast that we had, which was He Said, She Said. So we have some bloopers.
Yes, we do. Always.
Yeah, we always have bloopers. And we are going to see them next week.
Hopefully. Thanks so much for joining in.
Absolutely. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
But that would be more applicable to the last podcast that we had, which was He Said, She Said.
Shut up.
Okay, that's better than some of the others we have, right? Because sometimes, you had...
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Yeah, this has a little more heft to it. It's Ralph Waldo Emerson said...
You know what else has heft?
This one's for you, Gail.
I can be good when I wanna. I just don't wanna. I can be good when I wanna. I just don't wanna. I can be a good girl when I wanna. I just don't wanna. I can be good, but no.